So let's talk about schizophrenia one more time. When did we not bring this up at some point? I think that with all types of mental illness, and I'm sure that I will bring this up at least 100 more times. But yeah, I think with all types of mental illness, it's like the knobs are turned up or they're turned down. So you know, I have exceeding amounts of empathy because of my exceeding amounts of awareness. But because of that, my tolerance for society, my tolerance for small talk, my tolerance for petty bullshit is turned all the way down, okay? Because I'm a really creative person, very artistic, I'm very devout in my faith. I just want to be alone all the time. I want to be with God all the time. My spirituality, turn all the way up. Libido, turn all the way down. Okay? I think that has a lot to do with, you know, why narcissists, like, they're so cocky. It's because, like, they need the validation from other people. And, you know, they need sex and they need, well, all the stuff that they think they need. And so it's like, if you try to tell them, like, oh, well, you know, you might not be right about this, this, or this. You know, they're very quick to, like, shoot you down and call you crazy and all that. It's because, like, that part of them, like, that compassionate part of them is turned all the way down, or it's turned very low. Let's just say that. So when the empathy isn't there, it's like you have all these other things that replace that, you know? So people don't understand human existence. So why would they understand extreme versions of human existence? That's all that mental illness is. So yeah, with, like, the bad people in our society, with the problem people, those are people that, like, require more than society can give them. Like, you see this a lot with narcissists, and you see this a lot with, you know, people that are, you know, sadistic, that, you know, they need validation and they need attention and they need to be in control. They need power. They need to dominate. You know, I don't want that at all. I just want people to listen to me because I'm right. And I'm right about stuff that could save the world. So it's not about my ego. I promise it's not. I really hate that. I really hate how, like, everything's about some sort of competition, you know? And I guess that's why, like, that's why I don't vibe in America. Because Americans love their competition. Americans love to be on top. I mean, I have a theory that that's why Donald Trump's the president, is just to kind of prove that, like, that's all that people care about. It's just the show, just the performance, the contest. So, back when Donald Trump wasn't what he is now, it's like he was still, like, this major celebrity that was very much an icon. And why was he an icon? Because he made a fuck ton of money. So that's what this country values. Like, somebody's an icon just because they make a fuck ton of money. I don't know, that just never made any sense to me. But people people are very stupid. They're very, like, unconscious. They don't recognize, like, what would be good for them. And sadly, it's not like they're going to listen to anybody that has actual reason. And because the people that have actual reason aren't people that are going to make them money or help them get big or help them sell a book or whatever the fuck, you know? So, like, why would people trust somebody that's, like, going against the world? That's why you have all these motherfuckers that are, like, pretending that they're doing that, but they're not really doing that. And just like all the people that support them. They want to call themselves conspiracy theorists and tinfoil hat people. No, the fuck they ain't. I mean, I'm not saying you gotta have a flip phone like me. I'm not saying that, like, you have to be, like, totally off the grid or anything like that. But it's just very clear in, like, the way that they carry themselves. It's very clear in like, what they view as important. I mean, many of these people are really popular. Just like people that think that Joe Rogan is like, some kind of truth teller. Joe Rogan is about as much of a truth teller as he is a fucking comedian, okay? That's one hell of a joke right there. That, what I just said about him was funnier than anything he's ever said on stage. But yeah. Like, you don't really have people that tell the truth. You have people that they might say this much that's true. And everyone's like, ooh, that's awesome that they said this much truth. Like, they're so incredible because they did the bare minimum of truth-telling and... Like, those motherfuckers don't give a fuck about you. You think Candace Owens cares about you? You think that any of these people, like, actually value you as a human being? Like, they want your views. Like, that's all they care about. And that bitch is a fucking narcissist. All these people are narcissists. I swear. They really are. I mean, they're all on some kind of narcissism spectrum. And I mean, I guess you could say the same thing about me too, considering the fact that I do stand-up comedy. You wouldn't be far off, you know? I think most comedians, they do it because they want to be validated. And there's no easier way to get validated. I mean, aside from, you know, going on TikTok or whatever. Probably the easiest way that you get validated is get on stage and hold a microphone in your hand and pretend that you're funny. It's like, you don't have to be funny. You don't have to have talent. You don't have to say anything at all. Like, you can just get up there and you get attention. And then people are like, wow, that's so amazing that you're up there. That's so amazing. I couldn't do that. Don't encourage them.